Hey, what's up, housemates? Welcome back to a brand new episode of It's About Deep House with the one and only, the deepest. On today's episode of It's All About Deep House, we're going to be deep house reviewing a recently dropped piece of artwork from a young South African deep house producer who goes by the name of Polo Da Man. See, Polo Da Man is a young South African deep house producer who is from Durban and KwaZulu Natal. As the name says itself, Polo Da Man. To describe him, I would describe him as a young, youthful, filled with a lot of enthusiasm producer that creates music that brings about grooviness and nostalgia to the side of deep house music. Polo Da Man officially released his new project EP for the year of 2026 titled Kulo Giketawe. See, this project is a 4-track EP project, all composed and compiled and produced by Polo, the man himself. And the track that we're going to be checking out and reviewing is a track titled Kupholiwe eDubane. See, if you've watched this far, I would advise you to subscribe to the channel because you are going to love all the content that we bring about in this Goody podcast. Provide you with exclusive previews, conversations with your favorite producers, young and well established, as well as beautiful mixtapes from your favorite producers and your boy himself, the deepest. So please hit the subscribe button and indulge yourself in Let's Go Deep content that we've been releasing for the past 2 years at this rate. So without further ado, the track that we're going to be reviewing is a track, as I mentioned, titled Kupholiwe eDubane by Polo Da Man, part of the Giketa Wena, Ulong Giketa Wena EP that just dropped today. I would really appreciate for you guys to go stream this young kid because I know as housemates, you're going to fall in love with his production. And Cisco T Podcast, we never disappoint in terms of production and supplying you with the best deep house production. So without further ado, let's listen to Kupholiwe eDubane by Polo Da Man. starting to get worried at this point. Because ngizolole nginibuzile. Bafunzani labafana? Baze ngamunye usana. Sando nzima kabi. The track is titled Kupholiwe eDubane by Polo Da Man, part of the EP titled Mculo Ngikhetha Wena that just recently dropped today. So not only am I plugging you with a deep house review, I'm plugging you with a very authentic deep house producer, but as well as I'm plugging you new music to check out. So let's review the track Polo Da Man, because there's a lot of things we need to mention about this. It's been a while since I've done a deep house review, so get ready, housemates, get ready. Hey man, we're gonna start it off with the foundation. Um, it's just takes an iconic stance. The foundation, I believe, it takes an iconic stance of just collaborating a kick and states and making it more bassy and more low in terms of its frequency, which all goes towards the chord progression where the music and the magic comes alive. Or yeah, that's where the magic comes alive for me. Because when I speak about the chord progression, I'm gonna speak about specifically this bass line. See, the bass line is well constructed in a manner to create a very classic feel at the beginning. Classic feeling of house music. Simplistic bass line, just its motion, its melody format. That's it. And then that very same bass line is altered as a track progresses forward, which changes the structure and the mood of the whole entire track itself, giving that groovy feeling towards it, which all aligns with what I mentioned about Polo Da Man's production. He creates this format of groovy, nostalgic house production that just caters for every emotions that you have within you. And then lastly, with the melody. If you're a true housemate, when we speak about the melody, we speak about the emotional side. And it's a track that just expresses a grooviness towards it. A track that just expresses groovy house production that caters for your soul. When you need that boost, it's a Friday. You knocked out from work. You want to go chill with the gents. Awukafuni ukuthi siqalele sithi le phezulu all in one. Just want to chill and start the day. Hamunati, just build up. You need that grooviness, that house music, that deep house production. This is a track for you by Polo Da Man. This is another aspiring young deep house producer that you guys need to check out in the year of 2026 because his production is of beauty. That's all I could say. And that's where I'll close it off for this one. In the next episode, probably you're going to get Polo Da Man and you're going to hear from the man himself. So for me, as a deepest, I will see you guys again in the next round. Peace.